Good evening, everybody. This is Vonda Evans with my last positive affirmations for this decade, 2019. We're going into 2020, the year of vision and execution. I ran out of juice on the last one, so I'm going to start again. Listen, let me just say this to you. I have learned so very much this last year, this decade, about who I am and what I want. I've realized that no matter how much you try to please people, it's never enough. No matter how much you do for people, it's never enough. No matter how much you sacrifice, it's never enough. At some point in time, it's time for you to live your life the way that you want to. You've done everything. I've raised my children. When my minor daughter, Naomi, graduated, that was it for me. It's time for me to officially live my life. This decade has also taught me about getting rid of garbage in my life. I no longer have to accept disrespect. I no longer have to accept humiliation. I no longer have to accept anything that is not going to build me up from people because of the titles that they have. Mom, daughter, husband, it doesn't matter what your title is. I don't have to accept it. And if it's not building me up, I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to apologize anymore for things that I did not do in order to make you feel good or make you feel good in a good space. I no longer have to do that. I'm free. You need to be free. If you allow that baggage from 2018, 19, 17, 16 to come in your life, then 2020 is not going to be any different than 2019 to 2018. At some point, you have to say enough is enough. You've got about 6 hours left to write down everything that you've learned in this decade and everything that you feel that you deserve in this decade. And the things that you've learned, stop repeating those lessons. Stop allowing people to mistreat you, to talk about you, because you want to be their friend. You know, sometimes when you look at somebody's phone, you're like, oh my God, here they calling me again. You don't have to answer it anymore. You're free to do what you want to and live the life your way. You don't need anybody's permission, authorization, or blessing. You grown. And the only person that's going to die for you is you. Live the life that you want. Birth forth those businesses that have been in your heart. Birth forth those relationships by getting rid of the garbage in your heart, in your mind, and soul so that you can put yourself out there to have a positive relationship. Many of you are in negative relationships. Why? Because you haven't gotten rid of the garbage that's in your life that you've allowed other people to deposit or that you unwillingly have held on to. Let it go. Take this time to build you, to make you the man or a woman that you need to be or that you want to be, and you'll get that relationship. Work harder. Think about things that you want to do differently. Listen at your job. Be a better employee. There's a promotion that I want. There's a job. I'm going to get it. Don't let anything stop you. I think about my life. This time last year, I was knowing that I was leaving the bench. I didn't know where I was going to be. Look, I got a beautiful office. Life is good. Is there ups and downs? Absolutely. But you persevere through them, because one thing that this year has taught me is that we are here because it is God's will for us to be here. And we have something that we are going to impart to somebody. Stop just taking up space. Be able to be used. This is the year of 2020 of vision, not of dreaming. Nothing comes to a sleeping man but a dream. But I'm talking about vision. I want you to execute those things that you've always thought about. Well, I want to be a writer. Start writing. Well, you know what? This is silly. I wanted to be a rapper. Start doing it. Listen, you don't know what. Put it on iCloud, whatever. Start living deliberately and executing it. Whatever it is that you need to do in order to better your craft, do it. Whatever investments that you need to make, do it. Whatever classes you need to make, do it. Learn from other people. Don't let those dreams die. This is the year of 2020, the year of execution. And you got to be prepared, because if you don't, 2020 going to be like 2019, going to be like 2018, going to be like 2017. You've learned and lived. Stop allowing and accepting things that you don't deserve. And I guarantee you, you're going to have a better life. Why? Because you're living your life deliberately and on purpose. You're making choices about who you allow in your heart, who you allow in your life, who you allow in your bed, who you allow in your car, who you allow to have your conversations with. If that person is not building you, is not encouraging you, then you don't need to be a part of that relationship. You don't need to be a part of that situation. Well, you don't understand, that's my mother. I don't care. Well, you don't understand, that's my sister. I don't care. You don't understand, that's my husband. I don't care. It's time out for pleasing people. It's time for you to start living your life on purpose and deliberately. Listen, Happy New Year. I know that new and exciting things are going to come. Remember, life is a present and not to be taken for granted. I want you to write down those things that you've learned that you don't want to repeat, and make sure you don't. This is now 2020, the year of vision and execution. Be blessed and have a great year. Bye-bye.